The women's 3x3 Olympic team has dropped their first two pool play games. What is going on? Can they come back and can they dodge elimination? Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Welcome into the Brooks Bench where we cover everything women's basketball. And today we'll be talking about women's 3x3 Olympic team. So as you guys know, they've dropped their first two games, one against Germany, one against Azerbaijan, and I just don't know what to think, guys. I know we talked about it on our last video that we had concern about this team, and I feel like we got a lot of hate for it. We're like, you guys are crazy. What are you talking about? But it's kind of showing. They dropped their first two games to teams that they should have beat. They came into, 3x3 as a top dog, and now there's some concern. There's some concern. As you guys know, the two bottom teams are eliminated. There's no more after this. After the pool play is over, if they do not rank in the top 6, they are out. And right now, we are 8. We are 0-2. We aren't the only 0-2 team, and we're not too far from getting into that top 6. It's just these next couple games are going to be crucial. But before we get into the future, let's talk about these last two games the U.S. has played. So the U.S.'s first loss came against Germany. Germany won 17-13. And honestly, the U.S. came out hot. We had an early 5-0 lead, but our defense got exposed. And I would say this, in both games, I feel like with our defense lacking and us missing easy shots around the basket and not hitting any two-pointers. Let me not say any. We're not consistently hitting our two-pointers. It's just all hurting us. All that combination is hurting us. So let's break down the Germany game. I feel like Ryan Howard, she scored 1 point, 1 assist. That's not the Ryan Howard we know, okay? And I get it. It's the first game. Nerves, whatever's going on. We still need a gel. We just added Dearica Hamby in there. I get it. Okay. But man, when Germany needed the most, they were hitting their 2-point shots. They were finishing around the rim. They ended with 52% from 1 point and 40% from 2 point. The US of A, ended with 50% from the 1 point, okay, but 12% from the 2 point. Who's gonna win? How are we gonna win if we're shooting 12%? That we're not going to. And I feel like a lot of people thought maybe Haley Van Lith would be the weak link on this team, but she's not. She's tough. She drives. She's not scared of contact. Let's just read her stat line. 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 for 7 from the 1 point, 1 for 2 from the 2 point, but still pretty consistent. Right now, and I hate being like so critical, but it's like we're trying to break down what's going wrong. Why aren't we winning, right? Ryan Howard, 1 point, 1 rebound, 0 for 5 from the 2 point. And it's like, I think Ryan Howard is, well, we call it a 2.3x3, but our 3-point shooter. Like, she's our 3-point shooter on this team. That I think, to me, she's our best 3-point shooter, right? That's why she probably made this team. And I feel like this team, differing from the 2021 team that won, we had a lot of shooters. Alicia Gray, Kelsey, Jackie Young, and they always say in basketball, 3 is more than 2. Well, 2 is more than 1 here. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that is where we're kind of lacking. Ryan's not hot right now. Maybe she figures out in the next couple games. It's a new situation for everyone. And there's a glimpse of hope, because in the beginning of every game, we look good. We look tough. And then at the end, we just fall apart defensively. But with that said, let's talk about Azerbaijan versus USA. So I think this game had a little bit of a different tone. I feel like it was very close, neck and neck throughout the entire game. Again, I think we still fell apart defensively. I feel like the pick and roll, we couldn't switch on screens. And I want to say, you get exposed in 3x3. Everyone says it. You're going to get exposed defensively. And right now, man, I feel like I'm picking on Ryan Howard, and I don't want to, but I feel like right now she is shaky on defense for us. But I also wanted to put it into context. Tiffany Hayes went off. Like, let's just go over a stat line. 11 points, 7 rebounds, 7 for 9 from 1 point, 1 for 3 from the 2 point. Tiffany Hayes was killing. I don't think she ever came out of the game either. And on our side, the stat lines are pretty similar from the Germany game. I mean, Dearica Hamby did well, Sierra Burdick, Haley Van Lith all did pretty well with their numbers, and Ryan Howard's still sitting at 1.1 rebound. And I feel like we need Ryan Howard to win. To me, we need her shooting to win. And that is what it's going to take. I think she's going to get over the hump. I think we're going to squeeze in there. We're going to squeeze into that top 6 somehow. There's no way we're going to lose 3 in a row. Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. Like, it just sucks because I feel like we have good players. Like, we can win. I just feel like we're beating ourselves up. We're not finishing easy shots around the rim. We're not hitting our 2-point shots. And we're just breaking apart defensively. And it's the same thing that's happening in both the games. It's up to the coach, it's up to the girls to get together, and they know what's wrong. They know how to fix it. It's just we need to implement that into our next matches. And comparatively, let's just add the shooting percentages in here. USA shot 50% from 1 point, similar to last game. 16% from 2 point, a little better than last game, but still not good. And then Azerbaijan, 58% from 1 point and 33% from the 2 point. Guys, it's the shooting. If we can get that 2 point percentage up, I'm telling you, we are going to win. We're going to figure it out. So with that recap in the books, let's talk about the future. Let's see if we can pull this out and squeeze into the top 6. So tomorrow, August 1st, we play Australia and Spain. Now, Australia right now is the 3rd seed. They've only won 1 game. Spain has won 2. So they're 2-0, and Australia is 1-1. If we can squeak it out, one of those wins, preferably, just kidding, any one of them, but we need an Australia loss. We're gonna go tit for tat with every team from now on. Like we have to chip away. You gotta try and obviously you're trying to win every game, right? But it's also like you're just trying to beat the worst teams, right? You just have to be better than the last 2. And right now, we are the last 2. So we have to figure it out. So like I said, we play Australia and Spain, who are both doing well. August the 2nd, we're going to be playing France and Canada. And Canada is number 1, 2-0. They're doing well. France right now is in the bottom 2 with us. So you would think right there, we might get a win. It's possible. The math will be mathing. And our last game to close it out will be against China, who right now is also 1-1. So tough. We have some tough matchups. We have some easier matchups. I don't know. I'm thinking we're going to squeeze it out. We're going to get it together. 0-2 is not the best start. I get that. But I can't see this team not making the cut. At least hit that 6th seed. But let's open it up for discussion. I love reading your guys' comments about your analysis on the game. I just think the last 2 games have been the same situation. We lack on defense. We're not finishing easy shots. And obviously, we're not hitting that 2-point shot, which we need. And I just feel like moving forward, if we can fix those things, we are going to win. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be paying close attention to these next 3 days. It's going to come down to the wire. Every game from now on, they have to play all out because it's going to be a climb to get to that 6th seed. But thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, comment your guys' analysis of 3x3. Can we make it to the top 6? Let me know. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We cover everything women's basketball. We appreciate your guys' support, and we'll be back with another update soon.